Alright, this is 506 Dance and we have the Cauldron project. How you guys doing?
Good. Man.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Stogie, one from the Cauldron project.
I'm Godcore.
Cauldron project.
Cauldron project.
So tell us about a little bit about the name. How did that come up?
Well, basically a cauldron is, you know, as everybody knows, I would assume, is a cauldron, is a witch's pot, basically. So what we came up with at the time is we had plans to do, and we still do, things with other bands and whatnot. So we like to just throw everything in this one pot, mix it up, and then, you know, the result of our music is what you get, basically.
Yeah, there's varied influences, and I'll pretty much, you know, I don't try to stick to any kind of genre or whatever. We just, whatever feels good at the time when we get together to make the stuff, and that's, you get a real mixing pot of things and different influences bouncing off each other. And,
okay, so you know, I already heard before because I talked to you guys a while ago. You guys been doing this for a while, so
yeah, we've been going out for like 13 years.
Going out, I mean,
we're married. Well, it's common law, I think, pretty much.
So
it's 1998. Yeah.
How was the scene in Moncton in 1998? Give us a little bit of a flashback.
Well, we actually, in 98, we were in Bathurst, New Brunswick, which is a small town in northern New Brunswick, and we were doing some rap music, and at the time all that was there was punk bands, really dirty, gritty punk bands, and then us. And it was nice because there was nothing else to do but shows there, so people actually came out. So we actually, that's when we saw some of our biggest crowds, when we were back there, and you could rent a hall for $80 and just fill it up, you know. And,
yeah, just do a big collabo with, like, you know, punk, metal bands, rock bands, so, us kind of thing.
Yeah, so we've been in Moncton now for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, that's it. About 10 years.
And the scene's alright, it's pretty good, but we play with bands a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you guys
do the band thing, basically?
How do you guys would describe your style, like?
Well, it's electro producer meets old school MC, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to describe it, really. Yeah. I'm the old school MC. I've been listening to a lot of, you know, Beastie Boys, KRS-One, things like that back in the day. This guy here was in a lot of industrial strength bands, you know, so we put it together and we made.
I understand. It was old Prodigy.
Yeah. So we came up with this idea. Okay. Something to do in a small place, basically.
So, have you guys released any albums, any singles?
Yeah, we actually have 2 albums. The first album we recorded, which is called Helltown, we actually dedicated it to the place we were from, because we're from a place that was called Helltown, Bathurst, basically. It was like on the eastern part of the city there, yeah. So, and it has a lot of like homage on the covers, you know, to like the, you know, the places.
The mill. And
yeah, exactly. The second album, Battalion, was basically a fan album because we did a lot of stuff in between, and a lot of our fans, people who listened to a lot of our stuff from the old school, said, you know, we really like this album, you know, so we tried to, you know, make another album that was similar to, you know, that album or something like that for them, basically. So,
well, yeah, to elaborate on that is that not everybody likes the same song, so. Yeah. You know, someone would come and say, I like this tune, and the other one might like the other one, and those are 2 completely different tunes. Yeah. So but we do, every time, it's like it polarizes every time, and it's fun to really see where we go with the music and all that. So.
All right. So if anybody want to know more about you guys, where do they go to?
They can go to the cauldronproject.ca, all in one word, and facebook.com/the Cauldron Project as
Absolutely.
well.
All right.
And check it out.
All right, so what do you guys, you know, you guys prepared tonight? Like, what are your expectations, like, today?
Same as everything, we just put our heads down and rock as hard as we can, so that's...
Basically, just go out there, me and him, do whatever we do, and rock it out, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much. Any last words?
506 Dance, man.
506 Dance.
Thank you so much, guys.
Right on, buddy.